What's up, everybody? Welcome to another episode of the Newberg Pod. I am Chris Newberg. Today on the show, I am joined by the lovely, the talented, the comedic, the hardworking, the always in my feed, Kelfire. How are you, buddy?
I'm good. How are you? I see you did your beard for me. It's
Yeah, I
gorgeous.
grew it
Yeah.
out this morning.
Yeah, but I feel like you put beard oil in it. It looks
Uh,
quite no
it could be drool. I
or
mean,
drool.
yeah, it could be a lot of
People
stuff.
sleep on drool,
Yeah, I mean,
you
it's like
know?
I have a pillow face.
It's gorge.
Thanks.
Yes.
Yeah, I
Oh
have a
my
pillow face.
goodness. It's like
Um,
badass and endearing at the same time.
That was my nickname in high school.
Badass and endearing?
Uh-huh. Yeah. And then I
That's a
graduated.
mouthful.
Yeah, I graduated and then I looked it up and I was like, wow, those are pretty big words for a kid who should learn them. That's what I
Yeah.
think.
Mhm.
All right. I gotta jump in because it's a short show and I love it. And we could do this for hours because we've got
We
that
good.
comedian rapport.
Yeah.
All right. So my question is, I'm scrolling the first I see of you, and you're on stage and you're at the dime, and
Hmm.
you're dressed nicely, and you say,
Yeah.
"Does anyone want to come home with me tonight?"
Yeah.
And that clip, there's been variations of it, but it kind of blew up for you. It kind of
Hmm.
went viral, if you will,
Yes, I will.
and you will. And did it send a lot of the right messages or the wrong messages?
Well, is any message right or wrong
I
in
don't
the
know.
eyes of the beholder?
I
You
guess.
know? Um, I don't know. I'm trying to be wise right
Sure,
now.
you're doing great.
Um, no, I understand if it sends out the wrong message or the right message. I just like if we want to honestly dig into how it happened and why it happened, it's because I scheduled a collab the same day I had stand up at the Dime.
Okay.
And, grew up a fan of Andy Kaufman. I love stand ups that play with audience expectation.
Uh-huh.
And I was like, do I just want to ask if he wants to go home with me? Like, instead of canceling the collab. And I was just getting back into stand up after taking a break and starting my, career in adult entertainment. And yeah, I was
When you say
like,
when you say collab, do you mean a writing session or do you mean
yeah,
extracurricular?
but you write with your bodies
Ah,
together in the same.
this is that thing we
Yeah.
were talking about. Got it. So you were having a writing session with your bodies.
Yeah, after I asked him to go home. So he was a plant,
Okay.
you know, but the goal is, I guess this is, something that I'm working on and have been for a while, is just making this a reality for anyone who wants to come to the show. But there's a lot of logistics behind that.
Yeah.
Um and I'm first, like, a stand-up comedian, whatever. Like, that's why I came out here. I came to LA to start at the Groundlings. I was obsessed with Kristen Wiig, and I was like, yeah, she's
Okay.
at the Groundlings, I'm going to be there. But then I just did a lot of drinking
Oh, okay.
for about like 7 years in LA,
Nice.
still doing the Groundlings, got a manager, yada yada. But I forgot what led me to
You were
that.
talking about the collab plant.
Ah, yes. Um yeah, comedy first, and then I was like, let's get down to business. And it was just a confluence of all these factors,
And just worked out.
and it just worked out.
But do you think that the price of that or the coolness of it, however you look at it, is that people will expect that from you every show? Don't
I
care.
Yeah, I don't. And I and it's happened.
Okay.
People have come for that, and I'm in a place where I just feel like
You got to do. Oh my god, this is exciting.
I got a package.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure. It's weird that they knocked and did the doorbell.
That's okay.
But,
Do you want to go check and see if you get murdered? Because that way
yeah,
I can.
sorry.
That's okay. This is the point of the show where we find out if she's going to get murdered. So if she does get murdered, we still won't be able to see it, but we will see the book she's reading. And
Oh. Okay. So.
yes.
Something got returned back. That's crazy and annoying.
Okay.
I dropped off a package yesterday.
It got brought back.
Didn't get murdered. Just got murdered by a new errand that I have to run. Damn it.
Damn it.
Damn it.
Damn it. Okay. So,
yeah.
So continue. You were saying so some people expect it, some people don't. Is it still part of your act?
Sometimes. Sometimes it definitely is. And I don't want to keep promoting it without there actually being like a way to see it through. It's never been done before. I know how to make it work. And like, if someone sees me as just an adult entertainer, then that's on them. If someone, is like, well, stand-ups don't do that, then that's how you see stand-ups. So like my whole thing is like, I like, I don't know, like revealing the absurdity of life.
Okay.
And like, I'll never look down on any type of work. Like I bartended for so many years and like worked my butt off, whatever. Like everyone does this in LA. And I just think that if you're making money and supporting yourself, then you're doing all you can do, and like
100%. Yeah,
you can't.
Tom Petty once described success as being able to do what you want and pay rent.
Yes. Oh, and that literally has been life-changing. It's why I came back to stand up, because I was so miserable. I like moved to Atlanta for 2 years, was doing acting and behind the scenes stuff, and I was like, oh man, I'll always have a daddy if I try to, go that path. I was like, I need my own path because I'm miserable. And that's how I got into adult entertainment. And then because I had free time and my rent was paid and I was eating well, I started doing stand-up again.
That's awesome. I love it. That's one of the things very few people know or do not know about stand-ups is it's definitely a fun, addictive occupation, but it's not the most lucrative for anyone who does it often. I mean, sure, yes, there's like the arena fellas and the arena acts, but give me a break. That's not the majority of comedy. So did you ever, you if you're talking about like I'm putting on my producer hat, have you thought about doing it like a commercial? Like doing it like when they see those people who go to Pantages and after Pantages they're like, what did you think of Aladdin?
Yes.
And there's all those people who are just like, oh my God, Aladdin was amazing because of this. You should totally get like 10 different people.
Yeah.
And have them do it.
Yes. Oh my God, I love how subversive that is too.
And just make it a commercial and just like post it as a commercial for people talking about the show, because then it won't get banned because it won't be confused. This could be the worst idea ever. Okay, so let's see. I wrote down some exciting topics which are somewhat comedy related, but not. I'm kind of all over the place, but that's the joy of my brain.
Yes, same. That resonates.
Good. I've seen your stuff. I like the way you edited your Vegas trip, like a reality show. I enjoyed that.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, I thought that was cool. I like watching stuff. Okay, so I read this article to this morning. It was on TMZ. TMZ is my least favorite and favorite place to go because it's like everything is just either someone was murdered or hottest murderers. Who would you rather? And it's like, what? How are you doing that? But one of the stories was, woman eats cat food for her protein. She loves the sound of opening cat food. She loves cat food, and she's just like eating it, and it's the most disgusting thing to watch. My question is, what's the weirdest thing you've ever eaten?
Oh my God. The weirdest thing I've ever eaten. It was probably like dried, it's a toss up. Dried crickets or snail.
Dried crickets.
Escargot.
Okay, I've had beetles. They don't taste very good. But I was in Atlanta actually, and I was shooting a show
Oh,
there, and the guy was a survivalist, and he was like, "You're gonna eat beetles." I'm like,
oh.
"Gross." So I did.
What kind of beetle was it? Just in case the reckoning happens and I have to like survive.
It was in a can, and it was chocolate covered. So kind of
That's
like,
not fair. He's just
no,
doing it for pleasure, not just, he wasn't like, oh, there's a beetle. Ah.
no,
That would
it
have
was
been.
it was definitely dried, and all the fun was taken out of
I'm not
it.
gonna find that in the wild.
You said I'm sorry. Let's just review. You said you lived in Atlanta for 2 years. If you made an effort, you could find a
Yeah,
beetle.
no, it's true. I mean, they would enter my house, but at the time I didn't know they were edible. And they
Yeah,
weren't covered in chocolate when they came in the house. So
that's
it's
the
just
dead
like,
giveaway. That's the dead giveaway. Like when you
okay.
once you find a beetle that's covered in chocolate, you're like, this beetle is down.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, good. Okay, so let's see. Where's your favorite spot to do stand up in LA?
The dime. I feel like the dime raised me.
Okay, and that's Tuesday. Does Adam still run that?
Adam, Adam, no, it's Josh Spear, but Adam, like, he's the one that like kind of gave me my like first chance there, and then when I stopped, he like kind of pulled me back in, and they're just like him and Josh and like a lot of people there are like so kind,
Mm-hmm.
and they
Yeah.
just I felt very welcome, which is like not always the case and especially like doing what I do, but um yeah, the
How do you
dime.
how do you stay motivated in a competitive field?
I I've got, well, I say I have a chip on my shoulder, but it's more like a chip in my vagina.
Okay.
Yeah, and I'm fucking about it. But yeah, I went through a lot of changes when I made the decision, and I've always just kind of, I know this story is heard 1,000 times over for people in this industry, but I always felt like the odd man out. And yeah, I just want to prove to certain people in my family or in the world that there isn't just one way to live
Mm-hmm.
a life, and that really gets me going. And also, I'm a comedy nerd. Like, having free time, well, not all I do, but I love watching films. I like watching weird master classes. I like knowledge. I like
Who are some of
knowledge.
your influences?
Okay, so growing up, my holy trinity
Uh-huh.
was Robin Williams. He's my
Okay.
dad.
Okay.
I'm like pointing. I'm
Right.
like, can't you see them? There are
Uh-huh.
auras around me. Um, Robin Williams, Jim Carrey,
Uh-huh.
and Julia Roberts.
Interesting.
She's not a comedy influence. I was just obsessed with her because I thought she was just so like charismatic, and I don't know. But yeah, comedy influences, top is Robin for sure. For
I
sure.
think I think one of the most exciting things about Julia Roberts is she showed all of us that the smile is the laugh, a good laugh is like the most attractive
Mm,
thing in the world because she like leans back and
yeah.
she's like, and whatever you say, you're convinced it's the funniest thing in the world, and like she would be
Yes.
ideal
Yes.
ideal to have every audience member made of Julia Roberts. That would be so.
Yes. Oh my God.
It would be
Yeah.
fun. I had a buddy who did the show, and he was friends with Matthew from Friends, and he said that one time they're they were all together eating pizza and watching Super Bowl, and the paparazzi showed up because they just started dating, and he said it was the weirdest thing. They just made the decision. They were like, let's just go out and deal with this, and then they'll leave us alone. So they literally went out and stood on the porch, took questions from paparazzi, came back in, watched football. And I'm like, hilarious. And he's like, yeah, they did weird, fun stuff like that all the time. So I think
That's
that's cool.
fascinating. Yeah.
I think that's
Damn.
exciting. Okay.
Hollywood's weird.
Let's see. Least favorite comedy spot.
Oh shit. These are hard hitting questions. Any spot that doesn't want to have me.
There you go. There you go. So tell me about. Okay, I'll give you an example of this, and maybe it'll
Mhm.
lead you into a fun story. Um, so I'm currently like I've done stand up for a trillion years. I've kind of
Yeah.
like veered off of it. I'm mostly into TV writing, but I haven't really worked in a minute because it's just been slow. So
Yeah.
I like sometimes LA is the funniest and most hilarious version of mean, and you have to just be able to go, okay. So I
Yeah.
get a yeah. You just have to be like, oh, that sucked. Uh, the so I have a good friend who is married to the showrunner or co-showrunner co-EP of Baywatch. So I'm like, and so I'm saying, so I was talking on the phone, and he's like, dude, he's like, we're opening up so many positions for Baywatch. He's like, we're having an open call. You should go. And I'm like, I'm not going to a fucking open call. I look like Santa. I'm like, I'm not going to be on Baywatch. I'm just not. I'm not their brand. He's like, I'm telling you, it's a reboot. There's a lot of older, like retired lifeguards. And he's like, it's going to be really cool. You should go. So I begrudgingly fill out this form. And I'm like, and I sent it in. And it's just like, congratulations, you're part of the thing. And then I get and then I'm like, for like 3 weeks, I'm just like, I don't want to do this. I don't want to have any I have no interest in doing this. What am I doing this for? And then I finally get excited for it. I'm like, all right, you know what? Maybe this could be my shot. Whatever. Maybe this is my chance to meet somebody to have a nice time. Uh, and I then get an email almost instantaneously saying, "Yeah, we're full. You can't go." And now immediately my whole existence was like, "How dare you, Baywatch?" And now I'm just like, Baywatch was my whole life, man. I was going to turn around. It was going to be like, it would have been my thing. And now I have friends who
Yeah.
are texting me from there going, where are you, dude? And I'm like, I didn't get it. I didn't get it. So do you have a story like that?
Oh my God. The lead up to that. So funny. Not funny, but you're right. LA is a hard kind of cruel. Um, a hard kind of cruel.
Yeah, that sounds like the
What?
B-side to a Bruce Springsteen song.
Yeah. The hard. No, I'm not gonna try to do Bruce Spring. I can do Bob Dylan.
Well, it says
Dylan in the wind. Um,
so
grew
much
up with a
talent,
lot of Dylan, a lot of the band.
so much talent.
Um, thank you. But cruel story. Man, it's just like an amalgamation of I feel like the cruelest, and this has happened a couple of times where like agents or managers would like sit at my table
Hmm.
and you think they're going to change your life and you go to the big office and you have a meeting and then you get late night texts after.
Yeah, that's no fun.
But I really wish it isn't no fun. It isn't no fun. Wow, my one-liners are
You're on point.
popping.
You're on point.
Um yeah, I think the biggest lesson I learned in this industry is like you within reason, you just got to do what you got to do and don't take things personally.
Never.
if you want to make your art. And that was a hard one lesson over
Hmm.
so many years. And I'm sure that resonates, but like, especially, and that's what's been so empowering about doing adult work is like, you realize just how powerful you are as a woman. And when
Hmm.
you really kind of embody that, how people perceive you doesn't become such it doesn't become an issue. Whereas before, the power dynamic used to, I don't mess with my, like, my inner knowing,
Hmm.
you know?
Yeah.
And yeah, before I get too convoluted, I'm gonna stop myself.
No, I mean, I think we learned everything that we needed to learn from
Yeah.
the rap battle in Eminem's 8 Mile when he was just like,
Oh,
I am white trash. I do live in a trailer with my mom. What else are you gonna say about me?
yeah.
And so it's
Yeah.
like it's that whole thing. It's just like I know all this stuff
Dude,
about me, so like, yeah, it doesn't affect me. It doesn't bother me.
you
Um,
get it.
yeah. How excited
And
were
said it so
you?
much better.
Yes, it's a talent. It's a gift. It's a lot of hard work. Using sentences. I
It
uh,
is.
I do my best with it. Do you think? How are you with compliments? I saw a video this morning when a woman was walking her dog in London, and a guy walked up to her and said something nice to her, and she wasn't expecting it. She got all flustered, and then she jumped up and down out of frustration. So my question is, how do you see compliments? Do you see compliments as the uncomfortable sentences that you need to somehow react to because it has nothing to do with you, or do you love them?
Mm. They're hard for me to receive just because of like growing up. So I never think see something for face value. I have
Hmm.
to think about it. Now I'm like, I can take it, but like I'm like, what why did they say that? Are they being truthful? Are
So
they
you're
lying? Do they want something from me?
That's a weird place. That's a weird spot to reside.
It is.
Um,
Well, I mean, yeah, just I had a tough mom.
okay.
And so, but I think it's what gave me my comedic brain because I've always thought about like double meanings and I've always been curious. I'm like, do people actually mean what they say? And then also they're like, hey, listen to me, you
Hmm.
know?
Yeah. No, I get it. My mom was a drag.
Yeah. Okay,
It's like
cool.
it's why I'm funny. It's why I'm funny. It's why
Yeah.
I totally. It's
Same.
why I get it. It's
Yeah.
very interesting. Are you watching the Olympics? Me
No.
neither.
And I've been having a lot of shame about it
Why?
because or not shame, I guess that's the wrong word, but just like a weird sense of nostalgia and then like thinking about the past because I remember growing up, it was such an event in my house. Like, oh, the Olympics! Like, we're gonna watch the opening ceremony. And like, I played water polo
Oh well.
in college, and I athletics in my household were huge, and so it was always like a to do
Hmm.
and a big event. And like I felt like, we were like TiVoing it when like certain events, and to now not be watching it and like deciding not to watch it is just like, oh wow, I'm like an adult now and this is my household and we don't watch the Olympics. I support it. And I think, I mean, like, honestly, like I think it's such a fascinating thing. I had a friend win a gold in
Oh
water
wow.
polo,
That's great.
women's team, and I met up with her in London. I don't know, like 7 years ago, 8 years ago. No, 6 years ago.
Okay.
And she was like, the day after winning gold was like the most depressing. And it's like the same. And it was like, oh, it's like what people say after they win an Oscar. They're like, oh, okay, well, I did
No.
that. And it's like it's your identity for so long when you're an athlete. And yeah, I remember when I played 1 year at Santa Barbara, and then when I quit, I was like, whoa, this has been my thing for so long. I'm happy, but I'm like, I don't know who I am.
Sure.
Yeah.
But you seem to have found yourself in the stand-up world, which is wonderful.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
you continue to look and search for yourself in fun stuff. And some people stop that,
Yeah.
you
It's
know. And
true.
the fact that you're still doing it is phenomenal. Um,
Thank you.
did you ever meet Jim Carrey or Robin Williams?
I haven't met Jim Carrey. I am gonna get a tattoo of Robin Williams and of Babushka. I just haven't found the person yet.
Okay,
So he'll
all right,
always be with me. He's like, I see him as my dad,
for real.
kind of. I have my dad, and my dad's my dad, and I love him for who he is. But he, like in Mrs. Doubtfire, I was like, I want that kind of love.
For an hour and a half, and that
Yeah.
for you want 90 minutes of love when someone's
You know
wearing
what?
a wig.
I know. You know what's crazy is my cousins went to school with his kids.
Did he go in Michigan or was he in San Francisco?
No, San Francisco. High school.
That's interesting because he went to a high school near me where I grew up, and he went to Country Day. I think. Did you go to Country
Uh
Day?
oh,
Robin
I
did.
was my cousins went to school with his kids. Did
Right,
I
right,
not
right.
say?
Yeah. No,
Yeah.
I was just saying
Oh.
I was just saying the strange connection
Oh,
was.
oh, oh. Wait, so you're from the Bay? Kind of?
No, no, I'm from Michigan.
Oh, you're from Michigan. Oh,
Yeah,
Robin was in Michigan.
he was in Michigan for a minute.
And then he moved to Monterey or
I
something.
think
I don't
so. Yeah, I mean,
know.
he started stand up. I think in San Francisco, if I remember correctly. But there's not going to be a
Yeah, no,
test,
you're right. You're right, I think.
so I'll be okay.
I don't know.
Okay. All right. Well, now it's time for rapid fire. Are you ready for rapid fire?
Ah! Yeah,
Rapid fire are a series of questions about you where every answer is correct. There is no possible wrong answer.
I love this.
It's called Every Answer is Correct. It's a great game.
It's a great game.
Okay. Okay. Plain or crunchy?
Crunchy.
That is correct. You are 1 for 1. Would you like to go on to the second question?
Yes.
Excellent. 2. Best pizza in Los Angeles?
Ooh, oh shoot. I would say I love the honey bear at Pitfire.
Honey Bear at Pit Tire?
Pitfire.
Pit
Artisan
Tire.
Pitfire pizza.
Okay.
And they have something called the honey bear or something. It's just honey and it's spicy and it's yummy and the crust is perfect. I love
Are you a spicy person?
it. I like a little bit of spice. I was bartender for years, so I like, when flavors align perfectly together. The dynamism in the mouth. Oh,
In addition to the plant,
yeah.
do you attract the same type of people, or do you attract all different kinds?
I would say I attract all different kinds.
All kinds. Okay.
Yeah.
Let's see. How in shape do you have to be to participate in college level water polo?
How, what?
Like
Say that
how in
again?
shape were you in the best shape of your life at that
Oh,
point?
yeah. I was in the best shape and I was the biggest I had ever been. I started lifting every time we came into like the training room. Our trainer would be like, "Okay, our big ladies in the house, water polo girls."
Mhm.
It was hilarious. And also like I'd never experienced like dining commons where you could eat as much and then like drink, and then I was drinking beer like every day because I was like, oh, it's water. And so
Mhm.
yeah, I was big, but I'd never been so built in my life. And at one point I was getting like muscle cramps in my ankles that would tighten up. It looked like I had a golf ball
Oh my
on the
lord.
side of my leg. It was great because my coach, former Olympian, 2-time Olympian, all about legs. So we would hold water jugs over while we're treading
Oh my
water.
god. That's horrifying.
Yeah. So that's how in shape you gotta be.
That's incredible. That's cool.
Yeah.
What? Let's see. Where do? Okay, you said the dime for that one.
Mhm.
What the fuck? Where'd it go? Good question. What's your favorite television show?
Ooh, I would say
Or what are you watching right now?
Parks and Rec
Okay.
had like saved me in
Okay.
a dark. Like I think that's the show I go back to the most. It's my escape. It's so funny. The writing's so good. I love the characters so much. I think that's my favorite show.
That's a great show. Okay, and then I will say for your final question, you did so well.
Mhm.
You did so good.
Oh,
Thank you.
thank you.
Thanks for doing the show. Also, everybody, if you like the show and you enjoy, please like and subscribe and follow on YouTube or wherever you streamed at Newberg Pod. Appreciate it. What is next for you? That's my final question.
I'm planning a tour.
A tour.
So yeah, I'll definitely have dates on my website
Nice.
soon. That's
Nice.
yeah.
How far are you going to go? How
something
long are you going to go out for?
I don't know, just as long as I need to until I can, put out a special maybe.
Just you in a car on the open road doing it.
Definitely not. Well, maybe. Yeah, sometimes in a car, but probably in a plane.
Plane. Got it.
Yeah,
That makes sense.
Yeah.
That makes sense. I love that. Well, I love that for you. Thank you for chatting with me.
Thank you for having me.
My pleasure. It was very fun. So check out Kelfire, everybody. It's Kelfire on Instagram, and you can see some stuff you can talk about, some stuff you can't talk about, some comedy, some great things. So thanks again, buddy.
Thank you.
Bye, everyone. See you next time.
Bye.